It's Twitch.
No, well, I was trying to do it on my phone so that I wouldn't bog down my computer.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, it's not like you need to watch the stream. In fact, maybe you shouldn't, because then you're going to see things on my screen. And I don't want you seeing things on my screen.
That's why you can pop out the chat now that it's live.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. We are here again with the Expendable crew after a nice 2 weeks off. We're going to start getting into every other week, which is really hard for me when I got all these great stories to tell, because everybody just threw caution to the wind last time. Who wants to do the recap?
We just, from what I can remember, we went out to originally kind of look around after 2 hours of trying to figure out what we were going to do, and then we ended up taking somebody's head off.
Yes. All right, let me give a slightly more in-depth recap. First off, Jesse, Crumpler64, he might be able to join us later, but right now, Frick is hungover somewhere. He'll sober up and join us if he can. We do have a couple, we have a new player. He's off to the side. Matt will be, I'll bring you in, like I said, when your character enters. But for everybody else, what happened last time was the group went out to the lower part of town. I have my town districts written down here somewhere. Oh, yeah.
We were in the Punk District.
The Punk District.
Yeah, they were hanging out in Lower Skin and the Punk District, which are the lower ends of town. They found out about a drug called Ogre's Rage when somebody at a bar decided to take a hit, and Jeslyn actually diffused that situation in a moment, purifying him of the poison. But then they decided to go out, find out who was dealing in this stuff. Raina confronted him separately from the group because most of the group decided to follow the drug dealer, chased him down until he met with a supplier who was known as one of the children of Victor. They then proceeded to ambush her, kick her ass, tie her up, and question her. And finally threatened her to the point where she actually talked to them, then killed her and left her head on a pike with the message, Bahamut is displeased. During that fight, Raina was after the drug dealer, who she scared to the point that he took his own drugs to fight her, almost killed her, until she remembered she had the cloak of the bat, turned into a bat, and got away, while Mr. Hyde jumped through the wall and is terrorizing the Punk District. But that's not our problem, because he's off running around. Everybody came back. Raina and Malik had a conversation. We did, do that as like what I'm calling an aftermath video, which is where, by the time we want to record these, we just do it as a totally separate video that I'll post on YouTube. But Jeslyn and Michael, you guys had a conversation in chat. If you guys want to recap that for us.
Well, Michael, pretty much seeing how what we had done had affected Jeslyn so much, decided to go out and we'll go over to her room within the Abbey and try to talk to her, reassure that they're not the bad guys. They're just, well, things have to be done, and she's going to be sort of like the balancing force to keep them all together and not going off the rails on a crazy train.
We will see how that goes.
Yeah, Jeslyn is apparently the conscience of the group, because I just want to point out that Raina is the one who slit the throat of what was her name again? Azir, the child of Victor Azir, who was a half ogress. Cut her throat, and then Michael's like, let's cut her up and throw her body into the river. I guess you guys still have her
The sword in the
story.
eye was just...
Yes. There was a lot of torture. Go back and watch the episode. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
We don't have time to go through the 2-hour fight scene, because now it's the next day. And the temple, the Abbey, is in chaos for everyone who is woken up. like I said, Frick is passed out somewhere. It turned out Fricktastic is a great brew, and it knocked this bugbear drunken monk on his ass. Who is up and in the Abbey right now?
Well, Michael is up.
Okay.
Nasarius is up eating breakfast and studying his spell book.
Okay.
Honestly, Justin's probably up trying to help with breakfast.
Okay. Raina, you were actually put to sleep by a suggestion from Malik, but you've had time it's had time to wear off. Are you?
Okay.
So
Yeah. I'd say that she probably woke up and was kind of like, that was a messed up dream.
okay, because you well remember the dream message Malik sent you, because that's a part of the spell. But then there's a banging on your door, and Brother Thorn is calling for you.
Come in.
Where is he?
Who?
Sebastian. Malik. Where did he go?
I don't know.
Damn
How
it.
am I supposed to know? I'm not his keeper.
Damn it. And he just runs back out the room, not bothering to actually talk to you at this stage.
Shit.
Like I said, the monks are in a disarray. There's someone actually watching each of you because the rest of them are running around. You don't really know what they're saying because they're speaking. Raina, you will recognize this as some variation of Thieves' Cant. For them, it's called Shadow Cant because there are so many shadow monks. But so you recognize they're speaking in their own shorthand language, but no one's really telling you what's wrong.
I'm going to follow after Brother Thorn.
Okay, he's just going around yelling at his subordinates. He turns back to you. What happened last night?
Which part?
He hands you a note from Malik that just said, Mal, I'm sorry, I had to do it. He broke into the lower vault. He took things.
Damn it. I told him not to do it.
Do what?
I told him why I'm really here.
That is not helping me in the slightest. Where is Malik? He took our artifacts, the ones I swore to protect. This is the second time in a month someone has broken into the vault.
Maybe you need to upgrade your security.
Clearly, be useful or get out of my way.
He went after Victor.
That damn fool! And he storms off again.
Malik, I told you not to do that.
For those of you who are in the kitchen, one of the monks actually walks in. He's going to speak in plain common as he tells everybody that a notice is being delivered around town. And he puts it on the table. Anybody who wants to read it can, and it will read.
I'll walk into the kitchen.
All right.
I'll read it, yeah.
Okay, it reads out, you are cordially invited to the Temple of Bahamut for a public execution of traitors to the crown to be held at noon. That's about 3 hours from now. It'll take you about half an hour to walk there, but there's plenty of time for you guys to panic over everything else.
Okay, this is not cool.
I walk into the kitchen. What's not cool?
They're apparently going to be holding public executions at the Temple of Bahamut, and
Oh, God. Wonder
what
if
is
I got
going
caught.
on? Who got caught?
There's no real notice on the flyer. This is just they're trying to get as big of a crowd there as they can.
Who's the note from? Is the note from...
This is a royal proclamation.
Okay, okay.
It's not uncommon, the monks will tell you, that when they decide to kill someone, they make it a spectacle.
Right.
And it is considered to be a public event, and they love for people to show up and watch it.
I really hope it's not Malik that they caught.
I'm thinking it's possibly going to be the entire Shrine of Bahamut.
Oh, my God. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Brother Thorn stops and looks at you, Michael. Why would they be executing the parishioners of Bahamut?
Jess,
Because
sits
they're
down and puts her face in her hands, like, oh my god.
What did you people do?
we may have taken somebody's head and placed it upon a pike in the middle of the docks and wrote down Bahamut is displeased because this person was selling drugs and killing people without any sort of justice.
We have to.
Whose head?
Azir,
Th-
the big
I know
stocky
who
female.
Azir is. What were you thinking?
She needed to die.
Protect the world from vast amounts of evil.
And blame an innocent church in the process?
That was all him.
Okay, no, that was not to blame anybody else. That was actually really because Bahamut would be displeased with what they're doing.
Are you
standing
a
as
follower of Bahamut?
I'm a follower of many gods.
This is a conversation for another time. But we will be having this conversation.
But what do
And-
We apparently need to have many conversations, but right now we need to save an entire church.
I have to solve the problem that my friend has stolen dark artifacts and run off after Victor. Now I am finding out that you are responsible for setting up innocent people to die. I have too many problems to deal with. You are unfortunately not at the top of that list just yet. And
Whoa,
he's
whoa,
gone
whoa, whoa,
again.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh,
Wait a
he's
second.
walking off on you.
I grabbed Michael's shoulder. Just let him go. Just let him go.
What are we going to
But-
do?
We obviously know that there's necromancers in this entire city. They could have easily have just used her head to see that it was us. They should be hunting down us. Them doing this is obviously a ploy for them to draw us out. So if they want us out, we already...
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's why.
So what are you saying? We do nothing? We don't help?
No, I say that we become like Robin Hood and we actually help. We just do it in such a way that we upstage them.
Well, why don't we do it in such a way where you're not causing a bigger mess than we had before?
We're technically in a war with the political elite. I don't think there is a way to...
Worse. You made it worse, Michael. And now there are innocent people in danger because of what you did.
Oh, he didn't
Just
do it on
do
his
whatever
own.
you want. No, but
She was killing people. She has infected the entirety.
I agree. I'm not saying she shouldn't be taken down, but you didn't do it the right way.
Well, here's my thought. We go in disguise. Hopefully more of her brothers and maybe her sister are there. Maybe even Victor's there. We take them all.
We definitely need to do something to the executioner, whoever's going to be doing this, because
Oh, yes,
we
I
need-
agree.
Maybe
No,
we
I
should
agree.
try to evacuate the temple.
Evacuating the temple at this point is going to be a little bit late. We probably should have started doing that last night. I was thinking that they would not do something that might piss off a god.
What was your reasoning for your message?
Inspiring the more religious aspects of the town into possibly
You chose to
slowly
speak for
starting
God.
over. Sometimes, in order to inspire, you must
Well,
take a little bit of divine intervention.
you inspired, didn't you? You just inspired the wrong people.
I'm not actually saying that I didn't. I just did not expect this. This, even you have to admit, is way more heavy-handed than anything.
I need to find Malik. Because we're going to need his help. He's gone off the deep end.
Any idea where he could be?
Maybe.
We have to
Does
do
anybody-
something.
Does anybody know where Victor would be during an event like this?
I look at Rihanna.
That we met him in at first.
You were a little broken up there, Carrie. Can you say that again?
Oh. I said probably the same smelly dungeon that we met him in the first time. Unless he's got some sort of laboratory somewhere in the city. That I don't know.
Some of you have
probably
been in
does.
town for a little while. If you want to roll history, or you can
Okay.
just ask a monk.
Yeah, I could do that. Flag
Yeah.
down one of the brothers. Excuse me, brother.
Yeah, there's someone with each one of you.
Okay.
So
I turned to whoever's there. I was like, excuse me, do you know anything about the whereabouts of where this Victor would spend his time doing his disgusting experiments that he does?
he usually does stay within the castle walls. He has been known to come out from time to time. Public executions sometimes draw his attention, but not always.
He sounds lovely.
He's a monster.
Oh,
we all know.
he's a monster.
Unfortunately, these executions are becoming popular events. Some people, of course, come just to see if it's someone they know, not that there's anything they can do to help. Some are starting to enjoy the blood sport of it.
Could you remind me of the wording of the flyer again, please?
Yeah, I'm just making this off the top of my head. You are cordially invited to a public execution to be held at the Temple of Bahamut at noon.
What time is it now?
It would be about 9 a.m., so you've got a couple of hours. I mean, some people like to get there early.
It doesn't say how many people or anything like that. It's just
No, and it rarely does. They like to phrase this like it's a party. They want to just give you just enough information to show up.
Well, we should at least go over there and warn.
No, they've probably got everybody rounded up already and are probably lining them up for the event.
Okay, look, obviously this is a problem. It's a problem
yes.
we have to fix. But instead of standing here bickering about whether we should or should not have done it, we need to formulate a plan of what we're going to do.
I agree. So what do you think?
Well, like I said, I need to find Malik. Because I either need to stop him from doing something incredibly stupid.
I'm going to just
Or
go
I
ahead
need-
and tell you, he had an 8-hour lead on you.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, and me knowing him the way that I know him,
Mm-hmm.
I just assume that he's probably done something to try to scam his way inside of the castle walls.
I'll let you do an insight roll to see what you might know, but
Okay. I mean, just, because he always was, because he's a charlatan, and that's
you've
what he
known
always
him for
did.
quite a while. I mean, Jesslyn and Vess, Malik can do anything when he gets riled up.
I know.
Jesslyn and Vess, you also know Malik a little bit because you were on the road with him for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, Raina knew him the best out of anybody.
Well, that was a crap roll, so
Yeah.
obviously I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, he's creative and he was well motivated.
Oh, I know, which is why I was thinking, I'm like, okay, if I was Malik, what would I do? And that's why I was thinking he's going to try, whatever he stole, that's the other thing. I need to find out what exactly he took from the vault, because that would help me understand what his thought process might be.
The monks will absolutely not tell you that.
This is important. You've got to help us here.
Do you know what way of execution they do? Is it hanging? Is it a guillotine? Or what do they do? Anyone know?
It varies from time to time. It's usually bloody. They like it to be a spectacle.
And people enjoy this? I don't understand.
At
People-
first, it wasn't.
This is a disgusting town, Jesslyn. Let me tell you.
Yeah, after a while of being oppressed, people will either do one or two things. They'll either buckle into the oppression and try to find a way to extort it for their own, or they'll rail against it and die. Because
This town has pretty much just submitted.
well, they haven't had any lordship in order to fight against it, because what Wilson did was take out the lordship that were going to stand against him. He had them all executed at the very beginning.
Yeah, I know.
You can try to
Please.
find Brother Thorne if you want to try to talk to him again, but
Yes, that's what I'm going to try to do, because, I mean,
all right. I'm going to say that, if you bug enough people, that he will come and talk to
Okay.
you again.
Michael, you, Jess, Viserys, you guys try to come up with some sort of plan. I've got to find Malik.
Right.
And I will go along with whatever you guys decide we need to do, but I need to find Malik. This is really important because this could make a huge difference in how things go today.
All right.
Whatever we do decide to do, I suggest we go a little more subtle than last time.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
she
Raina?
had it coming.
Raina, like I said, when you start telling them you might have some information, they will bring you to Brother Thorn, who is in more or less his office going through things. Do you have some useful information for me this time?
Well, if you are willing to share with me what items he took from the vault, I might be able to help you figure out where he went.
First off, you do know there's a reason why we don't tell people what is in the vault. We don't want anyone
I
to
know.
know.
I know, but you know Malik. I know Malik. If you had seen the way he went off last night,
If you claim to have known Sebastian Malik, whatever name he gave you, you would know not to give him that kind of information. There's a reason why I had him forging coins. It was to keep him out of trouble. That was a safe job.
look, we have common ties with other people. And he pretty much didn't give me a choice in explaining it. I couldn't keep it from him. Okay? People that we both cared about and loved have been harmed or murdered by this Victor. And that's why I'm here, to end him.
And you might have just gotten my oldest friend killed in your vengeance.
Hey, I told him not to do anything. I told him that he could help
You told
us.
Sebastian not to do anything. That is a great plan. How long did you know him again? Does he seem like a rational individual? He is very damaged, and he is very dangerous when he gets like this.
I know. That's why I want to find him. I want to save him.
It might be too late for that.
Well, let's put it this way. If there's anything in that vault that could have helped him gain entrance to the castle, that's where you're going to find him. He's hunting down Victor.
From what I can tell, he took 3 particular items, which means he must have used a lot of his power to get this information out of my brother monks, because even I never told him what was in there. One of them was a ring that allows this wearer to take on a shadow form. It is very useful for infiltration. And then it's sort of like, it clicks. He's going to be there today. And he takes off again. He doesn't even bother to usher you out of the room, but there's still your escort with you.
Damn it, man. Okay, I'm going to go back to the kitchen.
Okay?
Viserys, do you happen to have the ability to send messages to someone? Is that within your capabilities? Hello?
Sadly, I do not.
Oh,
I
okay.
do. I can actually send a message to anybody anywhere on the world so long as I've met them beforehand.
Good. Then I need you to send a message to Malik.
Michael pulls out his lute and starts to play a very gentle tune. What?
Is there a limit on how much you can say?
25 words.
Okay. Tell him Don't do this alone. If you're going to be there, come back and help us plan. Rihanna.
And I do that.
Okay, you mind linking the spell just so I can see the wording, please?
Yes, it is. It's freaking sending.
I'll just look it up over here.
I have it somewhere around here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. You do not receive a reply.
He's not answering back.
Okay. So this is the deal. He'll probably be there today at this execution. He stole some artifacts from the vault. That's what's got everybody in a tizzy right now.
What kind of artifacts?
Well, I couldn't get Brother Thorne to share all of the information with me, but one of them is a ring that allows him to take like a shadow form.
He's going to assassinate somebody, isn't he?
Yes. Yes, he is. And I told him that if he did it without me, I would kill him when I found him.
Well, if Victor's going to be at this execution, we need to create a big enough distraction to where it is you and him working together on this.
I know. But I need him to talk to me. He was not in a good frame of mind last night. And he is a very damaged, very broken man who will stop at nothing when he gets an idea in his head.
And it's about this time that you start to see Brother Thorne with a contingent of other monks with him, and they are heading for the front door.
Okay, either they're going to kick us out or they're going to go kick some ass.
Yeah. But before any of us can go out to go to this thing, because like you said, I may agree, this may be a ploy to draw us out. We need to be in disguise. We cannot be recognizable.
Does Viserys still look like an orc?
No, you would have. It's been 8 hours, so.
I mean, I've got my hat of disguise, so I'm good. We just have to figure out the rest of you guys.
Frank is not in any condition to join you.
Right.
I have my my disguise kit.
Could you do something more than sores and pot marks on my face this time? I mean, that was a little bit pathetic. I'm sorry.
Why don't you let me give it a try, dear?
Yeah, if y'all want to spend the next little bit working on makeup and disguises.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what do I roll to see if I...
That's the deception.
Deception. Something I happen to be good at.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're going to say that you did have that advantage, so it's enough that you can make Jesslyn look like a different person. She doesn't look like a leopard this time, but
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, and the main thing that I was concerned with was making sure that her hair was no longer silver colored. So
Yeah, we're going to say that you were able to put in some quick dye so
Maybe
she looks like
under a
this
hood or something.
Yeah.
We'll fix it later.
And Michael
works.
Yeah, you have Viserys looking like the half-orc wizard again.
Time for myself.
However, here's the thing. I just thought of this before you did them all up.
Well, I sort of called that one.
Viserys looked like this when we were dealing with Azir.
Yes, but
I called that before
Look
you
alike.
guys decided, so we'll say, Michael, you can look however you want. And with that roll, you can make Viserys look different as well.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we don't want him looking the same.
Yeah. Yeah, that was me calling it too early, guys. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna look like a bald, elderly, curmudgeon-y dude with all my stuff underneath.
All right, I am going to say that Disguise Kid is good, but I don't know if they had bald caps back then. So, did you want to shave your head for that?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's have my character go full bore into this. He's shaving his head.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, cool.
This is like a montage. This is like every action movie montage where instead of putting on the camouflage color, he's shaving his head. He's putting on his facial stuff.
Just watching him with big, wide eyes, like, I can't believe you did that.
Okay, I'm going to
3
note
feet
that.
of hair just gone.
I want you to know that in your character sheet, just so for future reference, because that's staying. Okay, so the time it would take you guys to make these 3 up, you've got enough time to get to the location, but you're going to need to plan on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Because getting makeup on 3 people, especially with Michael going full blown bald old man, that took some time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I put on my hat of disguise, and I'm going to make myself, I guess, just look like an older human woman who's kind of in not so great looking clothing. So I'll sort of be somebody they wouldn't even pay any attention to.
Okay. All right. So, sorry, I'm trying to do things
you're
in
fine.
the windows. So, yeah, if y'all want to head off.
Okay. So I don't know how in the world we would manage to be able to detect where Malik is at, but if we spot Victor anywhere, that's where I'm going to try to get as close as possible to.
What does he look like?
Well, he happens to look like this. There's a picture of him in the journal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Also, okay. So I describe what he looks like. He's this creepy looking, crazy dude who wears all dark stuff, and he's just twisted and has problems.
Looks like he's trying to be important on Game of Thrones, but he's not really.
Exactly. And he's dangerous. That's the thing. He is dangerous. So.
How long did we hear his voice last time?
Ooh.
Victor, you were there for a pretty good bit. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
talked quite a bit during your opening.
Do you have that ability?
Oh, I have that ability and more.
He's a charlatan.
Nice.
No, I have the feat actor.
Oh,
I can listen to anybody for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I can copy their voice exactly if I watch them, because that was one of the reasons why I was trying to egg him a little bit. I can copy him, so
Okay.
I just need to get in close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also have advantage to charisma and.
You know what's funny is I also have a charlatan background, but I don't know that any of my abilities help me with that, unfortunately.
Let me go get my player handbook real fast.
Well, I've got mine.
I think charlatan gives you another identity.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, false identity.
Yeah, that's something you would need time to set up. It's basically you have the paperwork to identify yourself as someone new.
Right.
I actually don't have a feature because we homebrewed my background and I didn't take a feature. So we never decided on that. Or a custom background. Or whatever.
So, yeah, I'll allow basically any background if you want to add that, since it hasn't come up for you yet.
Okay.
So I take it everybody is on their way. You were having this conversation on the road?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, when you start to get to the temple, it's filled with guards, and you can see people that are like inside the temple where they're not being allowed out. I know there's a technical term for it, but I grew up Southern Baptist, and we weren't that too particular about our terminology. So, like when you go into a church, there's always like the little hallway before you enter the main part. They're basically locked in there. So it's at least 10 people in a small space. They're not being allowed out. The three
It's like a
highest
foyer?
ranking priests are being held in front of the church by guards, and there's already a pretty good sized crowd forming.
This is bad.
And you will see that Brother Thorn and a handful of monks are also there. If anybody wants to try to identify anybody in the crowd, give me a perception roll.
Sure.
You see, it's a pretty wide variety of people. You actually see a minotaur. Okay. Yeah.
Do I get advantage because I have 2 eyes? Does one eye get to help assist the other eye?
No.
Nice try.
I
Nice.
Viserys, you would recognize that the Minotaur is a blacksmith from his wardrobe. Like I said, this is a gathering from all over the city, from high to low, and they're intermingling pretty freely.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say your language isn't helping.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know.
No, I'm
I was
joking, I'm
trying to
joking.
open it. I was trying to open it, and I clicked on it and said, sorry.
So,
Okay.
just a second, let me check this.
Michael's going to try and find a guard up close that he can persuade to let him see the events a little bit closer.
All right, you can get to a guard if you want to roll that persuasion.
Wow,
Okay.
I should have used the one that I've actually set up with my expertise, because that adds on another 3, but
Yeah, it's fine.
19 I'll take.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's play this out. What do you say to him?
Excuse me, sir. Would you be able to be kind to an old man and let him come a little bit closer up to the festivities? I'm blind in my right eye, as you can tell.
The guard starts to turn slightly annoyed and looks at you. It's like, well,
Don't worry. Don't forget about me, dear. You're not going to leave me behind, are you?
Oh, no, I wouldn't, lovely one. Not at all. Not for the world. But would you let us 2 old people be able to be close?
the guard sort of looks at some of the other people that are around, sort of, like, and they actually do make room so that you are on the front lines.
I'd like to also try to move close, but I'm not gonna. I'm trying to do it stealthily, like worm my way through the crowd.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll, but it's a pretty big crowd, and you wouldn't be the only person trying to do that. But
Yeah, Viserys is going to do the same thing,
shit.
trying to creep
all
up.
right, Jesslyn. Yeah, you are just
Dang, girl.
you are worming your way through this. People, or it's like, they don't even notice you sliding past them. Viserys, give me a roll too.
Strong suit. Obviously.
You tried to elbow your way past the Minotaur, and he just looks at you. Get here early, or don't come at all. And he pushes you to the back of the crowd, or at least behind him. But he does it with enough force. You tumble outside of the crowd. You're in the back now, and people are sort of forming ranks quick enough so that you don't cut in front of them again. And
I'll whisper to Michael. I saw Jesselyn get up there, but I don't see Viserys.
We'll need to have him do something in the back to distract them. Oh, let me give him a message real fast.
Okay.
And with that, I use my last level 3 spell of the day.
wow. Okay, sure.
Oh, wow.
I
wasn't
haven't stopped you
expecting
guys
to
from
do that.
doing anything yet. Why am I going to now?
Maybe you shouldn't have shared that information.
Yes. Give me more
Yeah.
details. Okay, tell him the message because he'll hear it.
Viserys, wherever you're at, we're going to need you to do some form of distraction. That way we can work from the front.
Very well. I will do my best.
And
Yes.
right as that message comes through, you start to hear the ominous clomp of hooves. It's just the sound that when the whole crowd goes into a hushed silence. Danielle, do you want to describe your character, please?
Sure. Sorry, I had to bring Roll 20 back over.
No problem. It's your show now. Have at it.
Right. Step. Everything lagged. I broke it. Go me.
Yes, you've broken the stream. How dare you?
I broke everything. Okay.
Yay, she broke it, not us. You can't take it out on us now.
While the party is observing the slow silence that creeps across the crowd, some people in the crowd know it. Others usually run from it when they arrive. Stepping through on the opposite side of where the others are staying, 3 armored knights are shoving people out of the way. Don't even care. As riding behind them atop a large barded warhorse, black and red armor gleaming in the somewhat dire situation that's probably happening for some people. Some of you might recognize him, some might not. Is the one known as Captain Nestor, a smirk curling at the corner of his face as he looks over the priests being held, the church, or temple, as you'd like to call it, being guarded, so to speak. And he looks around at the crowd and dismounts.
And behind his horse, in chains, is a hooded figure being drug along, barely able to keep up with the speed of the horse the way he's hobbled. Nestor, you are the highest ranking person here.
And he shows it. He walks head held high, confidence, can't touch him. As he looks around at the others and goes, "In the name of the king, we welcome you. For these traitors are seeming to be going rogue, as some might like to say. A servant of our king was found slaughtered. Parts of her in the river, other parts washed up ashore. A threat from these peons engraved into her skull."
And one of the priests starts to say, "Sir, it wasn't us. We had nothing
Shut
to do
up,
with..."
backhand him.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll to see how hard you hit him.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Sure.
I mean, you are wearing some spiked armor. So,
It's a little bit, what's strength check?
yeah, or just a regular 20. But yeah, make it strength. That'll be easier on you.
Sure.
Oh, teeth go flying as you backhand this man. You're in the front of the line, Michael. You can try to stealth into the crowd, but like I said, you work to make yourself up front. Jesslyn, you start trying to back into the crowd, but these people are packed in tight. You can't move, Michael. Some kids are actually scrambling to pick up the teeth right now.
That's disgusting.
The guards allow this because they just grab the teeth and run back into the crowd.
Michael, what are we going to do?
I'm working on it. I don't know. I don't know what Viserys is going to have doing, but I've got an idea forming in my head.
Well, I don't see Victor or any of his children around. I have no idea where Malik is going to be, unless that's him in the hood.
Okay, Matt, you are on the scene. Tell us what you do. Describe your character and what you're doing.
Alrighty. Well, I don't think any of you see me yet. But until you see me, I'll say I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on the group of guards at the front.
Okay, put that up so I can read the text real quick.
Damn it. I don't think my sheet's connected. It is not.
All right, let me look up Hypnotic Pattern.
Does Viserys see him casting this spell?
He would have been at the front of the line, so probably not. Let me see what it does real quick. So, okay, this is a pretty big spell.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Everybody make a wisdom saving throw, please.
All of us?
Yeah, you're all seeing it.
Well, it says within a 30-foot cube within range. So how far is he from?
People are gathered around to watch 3 people be executed. I'm saying that, most of you are going to be within that space.
Except for
Does this include
Viserys, right?
The Sirius would be at the very back. Yeah,
Is the
Nestor is. Yeah, you is in this range too. You just backhanded somebody. Matt, what is your DC for that?
It is 15.
Okay,
We failed.
Danielle, you are the only one of the party who resist it. Everyone else is charmed. A couple of the guards do resist. Out of the 3 knights, only one of them is not affected. What about the captain? Oh, okay. Sorry. I got Danielle and Reyna confused. Yeah, Nestor is unaffected. The party, you're the only one who would be outside of that range was Viserys. So Nestor and one guard, one of the knights, is unaffected, and they are now looking for the caster. So, Nestor, you can do a perception roll to see if you find them.
Eh.
All right. The knight goes running after this halfling. Matt, do you want to describe your character for us? Because you are about to enter combat.
Oh dear. Not what I wanted. There is this small halfling wearing a variety of greens and dark browns. He has dark hair pulled back into a small ponytail, covered in scars on the face. One going across his left eye and across the right side of his mouth. Oh, well, fuck. And I draw my rapier and shield.
Okay. I'm going to say that the guy was coming at you already. So let me grab
At this
my
point,
sheet for a knife.
Viserys wants to do something as well.
Okay. I'm going to say you can go ahead and do that once you saw the spell going up.
Okay.
Carrie, you want to mute?
Since he was told to cause a distraction,
Yeah.
holds up his staff a little bit, pulls out his water skin,
Okay.
that centered around
Centered around who?
the knights.
Okay. I'm going to say you were going to have a little bit of trouble aiming that, but it's a 20-foot. I'm going to say You couldn't, because you can't actually see exactly where.
Well, I'll just.
I'm trying to think. You would know around where to aim, but just let me roll a die to see how well you would have done that.
Okay.
Okay, you would have had perfect aim. So you would have gotten where you believe the guards are. That means two of them were completely charmed. Nestor, make a deck save, please.
Sure.
Okay. What happens on a save? Let's see. If the creature makes a. Okay, so Nestor made his save. I'm guessing a 19. What happens if he makes a save?
Doesn't fall prone.
Okay, so yeah, the knight coming after Lucky is knocked down by the spell. Nestor, you were still up. You did see your knight aiming for this little halfling when this other spell hit. So I'm going to say you. I think at this point we need everybody who's not charmed roll initiative. That's Nestor, Lucky, and Viserius. Okay. Lucky, just tell me what you rolled. I assume you're rolling at home.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Got an 11.
Okay. All right, Nestor, it is your move. People are attacking your execution.
Well, I'm not too fond of that now, am I?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, your guards are still charmed from the first spell, except for the one who's going to pick himself up on this round. He's actually already up. But that did take half of his movement. So we're going to say that he got knocked down before he could get to Lucky. So yeah, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Little halfling is going to be a pain in my ass, but I don't really care about him right now.
Okay.
Just check something. Alright, well, I'm going to do what I came here to do. The crowd's obviously waiting for something. I trust my knight to keep things in order, at least until they get out of hand, if they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to personally grab one of the priests, since these guards are useless right now.
Yeah, even the priests were affected by this, so they put up no resistance.
Easy enough. Makes my job easier.
Yeah.
I'll grab one, throw him in front of me, and try to lop his head off.
Okay. He's going to start to come to, but he was bound. He go ahead and roll the attack, but as long as you hit, his head's going to pop off. Yeah. You slash him, and his head rolls forward. Blood is splashing the crowd. Some of them are coming to. But this would have been the one on the further side from the party, so the blood didn't hit them.
I'll just kind of kick it out of my way.
Viserius, it's now your turn.
Hey, I'm gonna try to work my way through the crowd.
Okay.
To get up.
It's going to be difficult for you to push through this many charmed people, but we're going to say that if you use your full movement, you can get to the very front of the crowd, and you still have your action available to you.
Closer, and not. Do I have a better view of?
You can now see you've pushed your way through all these dazed people, and you
Okay.
just saw this headless priest fall to the ground, and the demonic looking Nestor with a bloody sword in his hand.
I'm gonna reach up try to stop the executions.
Okay.
To point a finger.
All right. Nestor, you need to roll wisdom saving throw, please.
Do, do, do.
Oh, it doesn't even restrain him. If anything, you just got his attention.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky, it is now your
At
turn.
Nestor. What did he roll?
25. I'm guessing that beat your DC.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Just slightly.
You're holding that hypnotic pattern, and you just saw one of the priests die, and someone run up and cast a spell.
I look at all the charm people. Everybody, stop him!
Do the charmed people obey your command, or are they just... I thought it was no movement.
Oh, no, they're incapacitated and 0. Okay.
So...
I stand there looking on
I'm-
the floor.
I'm going to cast Charm Person on Nestor.
Okay. So everybody else go ahead and give me an initiative because you are going to be... your charm is going to wear off after this. That includes 2 more nights.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Kitty.
You've got to be
Sick.
kidding me.
Oh, that's not good.
Wow. Okay, where was the other night? Okay, what was the DC on your charm person? You said that was 15?
Yep.
Okay, what type of save is that? A wisdom?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Nestor, you need to do another wisdom save. All right. What was the spell? Charm person?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody remind me what that does exactly, because some of these don't work against hostiles.
You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
Yeah, in that case, it was a 21 to beat your save. So, yeah, Nestor, people are casting at you. It is now... yeah, we're going to go to the top of the initiative. So one of your knights is now free of this charm person. I'm going to say you have enough time to yell out a command if you want to give them orders.
Okay. Did you get the message that I sent you?
No, sorry. I'm trying to bounce between everything here.
I figured.
Yeah. No one is charmed at this point.
Okay.
But he was chained to your warhorse, basically. And the chains are keeping him from doing anything. If that
Alrighty.
answers your question.
Yes.
Okay. So, like I said, if you want to yell out a command before your knights start to act of their own initiative.
The one that's closest to him, I want to tell him to continue with the plan, basically.
Okay. So knight number 2 is going to grab the man in chains and starts to haul him off towards the temple. Jesslyn, it is your turn.
Okay, can I do a wow, okay. The one who's going away, I would like I'm gonna pull out my wand of magic missile
Okay.
and I'm gonna fire it at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna do I think I can do it. I'll do like hold on, let me look it up again because
Okay.
it's like I've got it in my thing, but I just want to make sure of this.
Yeah, because magic missile hits automatically, so just let me know what the damage is.
Yeah, I've got it set up. I'm just trying to decide how many charges to use.
Okay.
It has 7 charges, so I'm going to use 4 charges. So I think I need to roll it at level 2, I think. Let me try that.
We absolutely don't mind the kitty.
Yeah, sorry, he's not well, so he kind of just wants a little love.
Okay,
So
so
15 damage to him.
15 damage. Okay. It hits him. Let me actually do the math here in a second. It's not enough. I mean, it hits him, but he was given an order. He's going to ignore you and follow it through.
Can I, as a bonus action, can I cast spiritual weapon and make a hammer and try to smash the chain and break it with it?
Okay, so you're aiming for the
I
way the chain
he's leading
works.
it by a chain, right?
Yeah, he's taking the chain off the horse and he's pulling him along. So, I mean, you can try to hit it, but I'll give me an Arcana check before you do that, please.
Okay. 20.
Okay, you recognize that these chains are meant to keep a spellcaster docile. So,
Okay.
if you want to try that, it's going to take a really good hit to break these chains.
Okay, can I instead just smack the guy with my spiritual weapon then?
Sure, you can try.
Alright.
Okay,
Oh,
that hits him.
nice.
What's that damage?
5.
Okay.
Hey,
So-
still 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
and plus the 12 you already hit him with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you hit him, you ring his bell, so he stumbles, but he continues following his commands.
Okay.
Night
I just
number-
want to kind of duck behind. I'm in the crowd still, so I'm just trying to get some
Okay.
cover.
Yeah.
Duck it to the crowd.
Okay. At this point, I will say once the crowd's charm wore off, they scattered. So you are I mean, there's a whole bunch of people running. If you wanted to join them, you might blend in. If you stand there, they're going to know exactly who did what.
I mean, I've got 30 feet of movement. I imagine there's. I'm trying to. I don't want to like completely run away, but
Yeah.
I imagine there's something or someone
Okay,
that I can.
I'll say
try to
that
get
you
some
can
cover
start
from.
to run. You can run a little ways to
Yeah.
make it look like you were blending in with the crowd.
Yes.
Night
That's what
number
I'd like to do.
1, he goes after Lucky. What is? That's a 23 to hit you. Lucky, is that hit?
Ow.
All right, let me just pull up the dice roller because I've got to do too many different dice here. Okay, so. Okay, Franklin, yeah. She's going to start naming the knights. So Franklin hits you for 13 slashing damage. And then he's going to go with his second attack. Wait a minute. No, I read that wrong. Okay, yeah, he does get 2 attacks. This one is at 15. Does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay. You know what? I'm trying to read this on the fly. I think it was only 1 attack anyway. All right, so yeah, he hit you for 15. Nestor, is this now your turn?
Good.
And you got 2 more knights. Name them as you please. Or you can just go on with your action. You still have 2 more priests and a whole lot of people who are not running away.
All right. Tobias and Jonathan.
Okay. That's why I like letting her run this.
All right. Let's see. I got 2 more people that I could be creative with. Or
Yeah.
people who are trying to cast shit on me and are pissing me off.
Yeah.
Frank,
I'm going to say that your regular guards, they're still holding everybody in place. but they're not actively involved in the fight. They're just there for crowd control.
They're doing their job.
Yeah. Everyone is obeying the last command you gave them.
Good. Alrighty, is Tobias doing his job still?
Yes, he is hauling the masked man, the bagged man, towards the temple.
All right, that's what I want. I feel confident. I'll grab another of the priests.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the
Oh yeah.
vigilantes right now.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to say, if you want, just go ahead and describe how you do it.
Sure. I had to just kind of grab him at the throat, squeeze a little bit, and branding smite him.
Okay. So you know what? Yeah, you just grab this guy. You cauterize his throat, his head as it comes falling off. So this time there's no blood, but his headless body is blinking for a moment longer than it would have.
I'll hold it for a moment, turn just enough to where I'm right in front of the temple, and throw it like he's a fucking doll.
Yeah, I'm going to say you throw it into the temple, into the people standing there. So he literally gets to see his parishioners as the light fades from his eyes.
Oh, what a shame. Too bad I don't care.
Yeah. I forget, do you have one action or two attacks?
Well, technically, since I'm past 5th level, he'd have 2, so.
Okay, so if you can go
hold on,
again.
let me double check myself on that, but I'm pretty sure I get 2 at level 5. It's been a while. Oh, no memento. Hey, I turned right to where I needed to go.
Yeah, that's always nice.
I think it was on the character
Extra
sheet
attack
too.
at 5th level, so yeah.
Yeah, you guys thought Victor was the big bat around here, and Nestor doesn't waver from his duties.
Nope.
Yep.
So yeah, you can go for the next priest, or you can go for someone else.
Oh, I'm going for the next priest.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is an unarmored person. They can't put up a fight. Just go ahead and describe how you finish them. At this point, actually, this one would have been, just for flavor, this one was a dragonborn female who just saw you slaughter her 2 fellow priests.
I mean, to be fair, he could trip and fall on his own sword, but
Well, we're gonna say that for the most part, this has been the slaughter of innocents who were bound and tied up.
They're not innocent to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were traitors to the crown.
Totally, I'm doing my job,
but
man.
they were restrained by guards. It would take a 1. So, for the sake of convenience, we're going to assume she doesn't roll a 1.
But there's always a possibility.
Okay.
I'm
Roll
gonna kinda
that
game.
next one just so everybody's happy.
I'm just being a troll.
Okay.
27, suck it.
You bisect this
I didn't
one.
see it.
Yeah, none of us saw it. We don't see the roll.
Does branding smite that last for like a minute, right?
Actually,
Oh my
this one
God.
This one, well, I mean, we can't do that one. I was kind of want to Game of Thrones this.
Okay.
2 quick ones, 1 slow one.
Okay. Go ahead, give us the flavor.
Sure. Let's see, well, the other 2 lost her head. She can keep hers. I'm gonna, again, just kind of like grab her at the back of the head, dig those little claws in, nice. And just kind of have her face her temple. And then turn her back to me as I just slowly drive it up from her stomach through.
And the whole time she's like, no. And yeah, that is.
I want me to be the last thing she sees, not her temple.
Yes, she is staring you in the eyes. The light starts to fade out. She knows true horror now. Okay, I did not write this down right. Okay, Reyna is next. It is your turn. You just saw this man slaughter these 3 priests of Bahamut.
Are there any more of them left for him to do that to?
No, that was the last priest. There's still the guards that are holding the rest of the parishioners, and
Okay.
another knight is he's at the top. He's at the top, is hauling the man in chains. But I'm going to say he's also got the lower guards helping him.
Oh, okay. Shit.
But Nestor has finished his duty. And
Let's see. I guess I'm going to try to use my thaumaturgy cantrip.
okay.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know how that was going to help.
Nope. Well, I was thinking something else. No, at this point, I'm going to, from underneath my cloak, the reason why I look like a hunchback old lady is because I had all my weapons stored underneath my cloak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull out the short bow and take aim at the guard that Jeslyn has already damaged a few times. It's dragging the guy with the in chains.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that will hit. So that's 6 points.
That's not considered. There's
No, there wasn't.
because I haven't done it.
You didn't
No
have any
sneak.
allies nearby, so no sneak
Okay.
damage, I'm afraid.
Okay.
All right. Viserius, is your turn next.
Okay, well, Viserius noticing that this Nestor person is not in any form or fashion has any mercy, he's going to bring out the big guns. He's going to point at her.
Okay, lightning bolt, that hits everybody in a line, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I thought I was at the front.
Well, you are. I'm just trying to think of who might have
and
been
the crowd
behind.
scattered.
Yeah. I know we don't have a battle map. I'm picturing this in my head. All right, Nestor, please give me a deck save.
Sure. 16?
You are able to dodge.
So
you
I wish we
take,
could see these rolls.
yeah, you take
Half
half
damage.
damage.
If you go onto the Twitch, you can see it.
I don't have it. Makes me lag.
Yeah. Okay, so half of 27. Somebody help me out with math. What, 14 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay.
14.
It'd be 13. You're supposed to round it
And
down.
Oh, sorry. 13.
13? Okay, 13 points of damage.
But it's a bad guy, so can we round up?
No.
No, it's going to be fair. And I'm going to say that you also took out a couple of the lower ranking guards. Again, these weren't exactly your combats. They were just people who were there, you know. You fried a couple of guards, but no knights.
Hey, they're part of the problem, so.
Yeah. I just wanted to give you the flavor.
13. So, and as a bonus action, I forgot my bonus action.
Okay.
Viserius is going to reach into a bag.
Mhm.
Going to pull out this little bit of fluff. Throw it. How far is Nestor in front of me?
We're going to say 20 feet from you.
Oh, perfect. He's going to throw it. And he brings up a jackal to attack her.
Okay. I'm going to need you to have the stats on the jackal because we'll say it acts on your turn or right after you. So I will write it in now. Go ahead and what does the jackal do?
Keen hearing and smell. The jackal has advantage on wisdom checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Right now, I'm more interested in the attack.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, what does your jackal do? You just pulled it out, and we're going to say it acts right after you.
Okay, let me roll a 1d20 plus 1, and he does a 1d4 damage.
Okay, so roll the 20. $11. Nestor, is 11 hit?
I got that.
No, it does not.
Okay, so yeah, the jackal tries to snap down, but just, gets spiked armor. Not enough to damage him, but definitely enough to make him not go through with that bite. Lucky, it is your turn.
Oh, and I like to
wait,
move a
what
little
about
bit
me?
further back.
Okay, Michael, you were up after Lucky. Okay, you can move back.
Yeah.
So Lucky, it is your turn. But Michael, you go last in initiative, so you're on the list. I promise.
Okay, yeah. I was like, oh god, where am I?
No, there's there's Lucky and a knight before you, but you're on this list.
Okay. So, yay. I thought we had all gone through the entire cycle.
No, we got a lot of people, so this is a big battle, guys. Bear with me. Lucky.
Okay, so is there a knight in front of me?
Yes, there is a knight attacking you.
Alrighty. 1 second. Looking at a spell. Shit, that's too far. That's too far. Okay, so is Nestor and the guard within a 10-foot radius?
I'm going to say that you were probably closer than Viseria, so yeah. You'll be within 10 feet of Nestor.
Okay, I'm going to cast Shatter.
Or did you mean within 10 feet of each other?
Yeah, but
within
this
10
guard
feet
is
of each
5
other.
feet away from him, so...
I'm going to cast Shatter on Nestor.
Okay, what kind of roll do they need to make?
Constitution, have to be a DC of 15.
Okay.
Hold on.
Knight makes it. And Nestor makes it.
Damn it. Well, you can take half damage anyway.
All right, what's the damage?
I'm rolling. 18 rounded down to 9.
Okay.
And after I cast it, I say, "You're nothing but a pitiful coward, killing innocent people. How can you feel good about yourself and you call yourself a guard? Disgraceful." And that's it.
Okay. All right, next up is knight number 3. This is Jonathan, who saw Reyna pulling out a short bow and shooting at his comrade. So he's going to attack, but he is going to miss. I'm not going to ask the DC. It was just that low.
He's fired.
You can fire him after Michael's turn. Michael.
She dodges and flips him the bird.
Yeah. Michael, it is finally your turn.
How far away am I from Nestor?
You were next to Reyna. We're going to call that 20, 25 feet.
I'm going to run for it.
Okay.
And while I'm running, I'm reaching into a sack on this little old man's side and pulling out something. But around me, the entire world erupts into thunder as soon as I get close to Nestor.
Okay. Would you like to actually give us the spell so we know what to roll?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thunder wave.
Thunder wave.
All right.
And that's going to be for 16.
What's the roll? Constitution? or
Constitution DC 14.
Okay.
If you make it, you take 8. If you don't, you take a full 16 and then get tossed back 10 feet.
He takes 8. I'm going to say that Thunder Wave is a 15-foot cube, so let me roll for Jonathan. Also made it, so he only take 8. All right. So that's your turn. We are now back up to...
No, my bonus action,
oh.
I inspire Reyna.
All right, Reyna, you have a bardic inspiration. It
Good
is
to know.
now Tobias' turn. That was the knight hauling the bagged man. He pulls him up in front of the temple, rips the bag off of his head. For those of you who are looking, it is Malik. He is in chains.
I knew it.
The guards
I
are
knew
starting to
that's what it
take the
was gonna be.
chains off of him as Tobias reaches into his pouch, pulls out a handful of vials, forces them down his throat. Then they toss him into the temple and shut the door. You hear screams erupt almost immediately. Jesselyn, it is now your turn. That was his action.
Okay, as a bonus action, can I move my spiritual weapon and whack that guy over the head again?
Sure. Go ahead and roll that.
How many damn hit points does he have? We've been hammering on the same guy.
19?
Okay, he's going to use his reaction to use his sword to block that. So you did not make this hit on him.
Okay. Then for my action, I'm going to spin, I'm going to spend a 2 sorcery points. No, just 1 sorcery point, and I'm going to twin spell a guiding bolt on that guard and Nestor.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I make separate rolls for each one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one will go on to the random guard.
Okay.
That's only 12.
Yeah, that does not hit.
And the other one on Nestor. 22?
22 to Nestor. Reyna, to answer your question, these are the royal guard. These are the royal knights. They are not
I know.
those. They are not those little guards that are avoiding this fight who just recognize they're out of their league.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was 7 points of damage.
No.
Oh,
12
okay.
points of
Sorry,
damage.
my bad. 12
12.
points of radiant
And-
damage.
Next attack against him is with advantage.
Okay. So people remember that because now it is Franklin's turn. That was the knight that was fighting Lucky, who hits with 23.
Ow.
And that is 8 points of slashing damage to you, Lucky. And Nestor, it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, now that the beginning of this business is done, and the ending seems to be going all right.
Yeah. Your
I
plan
will,
is going according to the wishes of your king,
Good.
minus this little disruption.
Well, this disruption is annoying. So I would like to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon on the thing that just hit me. So, Jesselyn.
Yeah.
Don't know if a 15 hits her or not.
It does.
Jesselyn, okay, it did? All right.
Yep.
What's the damage?
Actually, is she making that roll? It doesn't her being actually in combat with me or Nestor being in combat with me make that a spell roll at disadvantage?
I'm going to say that with it being a spiritual weapon, that no, it does not.
Well, even if it was a disadvantage, the 15 was the
still the
lower
low
one.
one.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not really had a lot of dealing with spiritual weapon, but I believe it sort of acts separate from the person, so it would not have been an issue for her or for him. Okay, that was your bonus action.
Well,
yes,
I think
and yeah, it does 10 points of damage.
Okay.
D8 plus 3.
Okay. Jesselyn, you said you could hear that?
yes.
Okay.
I got it.
Just want to make sure.
Force damage, sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of 7 people plus 3 guards or 3 knights right now. It's a lot in my
Sucks,
head.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I say it sucks, doesn't it?
This is why you guys have faced one big person at a time. Made my life easier. Okay. Yeah,
DMing.
now it's your
And then
action.
for my other 2 attacks,
Yeah, you did just have this old man rush up and hit you with a thunder wave.
so he's right by me, isn't he? Or
Yeah.
is-
Yeah. This old man is bedecked with a shield and a rapier though. So.
Alrighty. I would like to attempt to hit him
Okay.
twice.
I'm pretty sure that last one hit.
I think a 13 misses, but does a 30 hit you? Just out of curiosity.
30.
30.
How the hell?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This is
Bonuses
the
you
captain
have.
of the guards.
Jesus.
He's got the
Yeah, 30
everyone.
hits. A
Hey,
30. A
guys,
30
he wasn't
outclasses him.
He wasn't joking when he said he was going to wreck us this time.
Yeah, I mean, look what you guys set up. And again, this is the captain of the guards.
Yes, we know.
If you were just complaining about the knights under his command, how much damage did you just do?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I gotta. Do I have to say? I've never played a high level paladin before. Do I have to say I'm using smite before I hit?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, smite
No, you
is
don't.
Oh,
added
no.
after the
Not on
hit.
Smite. Smite you can do anytime.
Yeah, you make the
Wait.
Ooh, I'll have
contact,
to remember
then
that.
you include smite as a separate bonus damage.
If it's a divine smite, if it's another smite, you have to cast as a bonus action first.
Oh
I think
my
branding
god.
smite got taken out when she cast spiritual weapon. Is spiritual
Yeah.
weapon concentration? Then you can
Yes.
then you
Or
can
no.
just include
No, it's not.
yeah.
Yeah, then I'm gonna, because my branding smite is still going, because I think
Okay.
that lasts for like 6 minutes or
For
something.
well, you did just get hit by roll concentration on that from
Oh,
the
yeah.
earlier hit.
Yeah.
There's 2 hits she got. Well,
I might have lost it. 9.
Okay. Somebody remind me how that works, but I'm pretty sure that was what.
Well, I mean, I should have made a couple hits because I've gotten hit a couple times.
Okay, so yeah.
not if she would have lost the
we're gonna
or
say that you
the
lost your
half
branding
damage, whichever.
smite. You can still include a
Yeah.
normal smite as bonus damage.
Yeah, we'll do a divine smite. Yeah. Let's see.
So that's great sword
We'll
damage.
do it as a 3rd level. So,
Okay.
so 48. Is that right?
You gotta do great sword
2d8.
damage too.
Your great sword damage and then your smite damage.
Yeah, you haven't done your weapon damage yet.
I thought it added automatically.
You need to click on great sword for us to see it.
Yeah, you got to set it up on your sheet, or just click on great sword.
I didn't make the sheet.
Yeah, I had made
Alright.
this character, then she got to play
Okay.
it.
Hold on. You might hate me, but that was a 6.
You cut out there. Say that again or type it in.
Sorry. Hold on. I said you might hate me, but that was a 6 and a 5. That's 5s.
All right.
21.
That's 11.
Oh, how many
6 and a
dice?
5.
Just type it into the chat so we know exactly what it was.
I know. I'm doing mental math real quick.
Okay.
It was 4 dice, right?
That's what I don't know. That's why I was
Wait,
just
was
saying.
that a nat 20 that I rolled?
No, you rolled just a regular. It was not a nat
Okay,
20.
that's
That
what I
was
thought.
that was just with bonus. So normal great sword damage.
Yeah, normal great sword damage was. I don't have any of my dice prepared. Excuse me.
Let me just click on great sword and let it calculate in roll 20. All right, that was
Sorry.
10 slashing, one acid, so 11 total damage.
Wait, S?
Oh, that was something I included on his.
Well, normal great sword damage was 11 plus 5. That was the what I rolled on my 2d6.
All right, we're gonna go with what you rolled then. So, what was your number?
11.
11 plus
16.
5 is 16.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna go with 16
16
slashing because this is getting confusing.
And then a total for my smite was 8.
Say that again. You broke
for-
up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you get all
Because I did
that,
it at,
Michael?
I did it at, yeah, because I did it at 3rd level, so it was.
All right. So I'm gonna type.
Yeah,
this
I'm
in.
down.
This is a fight we kind of needed, frick.
Yeah, I just took I just took about 34, and I'm only at 21. So
Mhm.
I just went down, and I look bad.
Okay. All right. So, Raina, it is your turn now.
Okay. Well, I am going to, I guess, just take a shot at Nestor with my short bow because I don't want to get anywhere near him.
Okay.
Don't forget to add in the bardic for. You can actually add it in for attack or damage.
Yeah, you can add that right quick if you want to try to
And
improve your attack.
was that D what?
D8.
Oh my God.
All right.
What a
Does
waste.
Does the 13 hit you in the store?
Nope, I just kind of sidestep.
Okay. Serious, it's now your turn. You have one friend down. Nestor is just killed him in one good hit.
I'm dead?
Well, unconscious. Sorry. You're not dead yet, but Nestor took
Okay.
your friend down in one hit.
Woohoo!
How far away is he from the Sirius?
You backed up, but we're going to say if you want, you could have stayed within 30 feet of him. You can be further away if you like.
No. I didn't want to retreat the full movement. I just wanted to go maybe.
So we're going to
Because
say
you were 20,
Okay.
you were 20 feet away the first time.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna rush up to reach in my pouch and pull out a potion of healing.
Okay.
Pour it down his throat.
Okay. So roll that health. All right. Michael, you wake up with 8 points of health.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to make my jackal attack Nestor again.
Okay. Yeah, that jackal can't get past his armor.
It's like a chihuahua right now.
Yeah. And
And,
now,
I'm
you got
done.
something else? Sorry. I thought that was your bonus.
I think he said he's
Yeah,
done.
Oh, okay.
yeah, Viserys is done.
Okay, I'm sorry. The way you kind of cut out, it was hard to tell.
Okay. Well, his
Okay.
action was pouring the potion down Michael's,
Yeah.
and then the bonus action, and then movement. So
Okay.
I'm done.
So the knight that was attacking Reyna just rolled an 18 to hit. Does that hit?
Probably.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think so, but you tell me.
Yeah, but I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay. So the damage would have been 11. Uncanny dodge cuts that in half, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's, what do we
5.
say? 5 points of damage. And
Okay.
Michael, it is now your turn. You
And
are-
actually, as a reaction to that, I can use my Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
against him
Go ahead and do that.
because he hit me.
Yeah.
And that pissed me off.
Is Uncanny Dodge not a reaction?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
use
right.
both.
So you've already used your reaction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Michael,
Never mind.
you are conscious. You are on the ground. This door is standing over you. Viserys is right on your side.
I'm using Charm Person.
Oh, Jesus.
It's going to be a disadvantage, but okay.
It's actually a DC thing that they have to pass against.
Okay, well then they have advantage on you. I mean, put the spell up and I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it said that if you're fighting them, yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
casting it at level 2, so is there another person within about 30 feet of her as well?
Yeah, there is, there's one of the guards.
Well, Viserys is standing there, isn't he?
No, I think this is going to be aiming for another knight.
Oh,
there-
gotcha.
There is
Sorry.
another knight right next to him. Well, attacking Lucky. So there are two people. So
Yeah, so I go for the one, and both have to make a spell DC check of 14, and it is what is it? Wisdom.
okay, the knight is charmed. Nestor. Oh, but you had advantage, so. But no, that's
You said
still
14?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Both these people are
And-
charmed.
And in Nestor's voice, I speak out, "Release the prisoner."
Okay.
Uh,
How does
they
That is actor. I can actually copy, because Nestor had been speaking for more than a minute. I can copy Nestor's voice directly.
we're going to say you can do that? What does charm person do exactly? I'm looking at it now, but if you can summarize it.
You attempt to charm a humanoid. You can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if your companions are fighting it. If it fails, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do something harmful to it. It's
you're
pretty
using
much
your
like
free action
you
to-
now. She now, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Captain of the store now views you as a friend. But I'm going to say if you want to try to yell out in his voice, that's going to be trying to persuade somebody, and that would be a totally different action. So you can talk as a free action, but what you were just what was sounding like you just wanted to do was try to convince a bunch of people, and we're going to say that's a little too complicated.
I mean,
So that would be either I charm them or I do this thing. Then
What you just done is you've charmed the store and one knight. They now think you are a friend. What do you want to do with that information?
I'm going to try and persuade them to stop this completely because their point has been made.
Okay. Well, when the store's turn comes around, we'll let him roll against your persuasion at that point, because now it is Tobias's turn. He just threw Malik into the temple. You heard a bunch of screaming, and that screaming has now come to a halt. There is now silent in there, and he is going to turn. And I'm going to say that by the time he could walk over, he can't quite enter the fray, but he was on his way over. So that makes it Jeslin's turn.
sorry. Okay, I'm so confused about what's. Okay, so
Yeah.
Malik is behind the doors.
Yeah, the temple just went quiet during all of this. In like to say however long it's taken in this, what 7 people?
12 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to say more like 30 seconds. I mean, there was 5 people between him and you then. So, all right, in 30 seconds, the screaming has stopped.
Okay.
There's probably still some banging going on around there. And this store has just been charmed, but
Right.
you're not really sure about that one yet.
And the one that
You just saw
The-
Tobias, night number 1, the knight that just threw Malik into the temple. He just started to enter the fray with his sword in hand.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
Bob.
right, store.
He's the one that I've been wiping with my spiritual weapon,
yes,
right?
he is.
Okay, can I do that with him for my bonus action?
Yeah, go ahead.
Righty.
You're eventually going to take him down.
Maybe.
Yeah, that hits him.
Yes.
What's the damage?
8.
8.
Okay.
Nice.
You ring his bell, and he sees you now, but he's not quite down.
Okay, and can I get to Michael?
Yeah, we're going to say if you use your full movement, you can
Oh,
get
I
to
can't. I
Michael.
can't do that. Never mind. Because I can't.
That's right. You were on the far side.
No. I'm not talking about that. I can't use a second level bonus action and I still use a first level normal action, right? Okay. No.
I'm trying to think. I'm going to say bonus action, still bonus action, because we got too much going
No,
on. You get your
my
full
spiritual-
action.
My spiritual weapon is a second level, but I didn't cast a spell for that. So does
No.
that count as casting
No,
a spell?
you were commanding it as a bonus action. You still have your
Okay.
full action.
I can still cast a first level spell. Is what I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to run up to Michael and grab him, and I'm going to twin spell a cure wounds on both he and myself.
Okay.
I will roll for him first.
Okay. Has anyone hit you?
Yeah, I got hit by Nestor.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, there's
So
too much.
5 for Michael, and then 6 for me.
Okay. It is now Knight 1's turn, but he's kind of confused because he's holding his sword. No, he wasn't fighting. He was fighting Lucky, so he can still take that swing. Does an 11 hit you, Lucky?
Nope.
Okay. Did we skip you earlier, or did you go? I think we skipped you, Lucky.
Oh,
So,
Yeah. Lucky, you can go
Okay.
ahead and get your turn now if you want, because we got so many people. I forgot about you. Sorry.
well, is the person who is fighting me charmed?
No, he is not charmed.
Okay.
Well, all right. He was charmed, but not by you, so he still sees you as an enemy. Let's put it that way.
Can I try to intimidate this guy?
Go ahead, but you're literally in a fight with him. So, I mean,
I'm ordering you to stand down. If you don't, you're going to die here. Do you want this?
roll that at disadvantage.
All right. 22.
All right. We're going to say that gave him pause. So that hit that he just tried, we're going to say that didn't happen because this is just retconning because you should have gone before him. So that knight is kind of looking at you, looking at Nestor. Captain, what do we do? Nestor, it is your turn. Somebody just asked you to release, a friend just asked you to release all the prisoners.
But they're all dead, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the church is quiet, so.
So take that.
Kind of my job is done. They're just annoying me, but I see them as acquaintance now.
Okay. So do this however you would like. I mean, with the information that a friend has just asked you to stand down from this fight.
Well, my job's done.
Okay. You still have a couple of. I mean, you still got a few knights that are ready to strike down. So I'm asking, do you want to call them off?
Yeah, I mean, our job's done.
Okay. So, I mean, give us that in character, please. I want to hear how you say this.
Sure. You see him, he kind of relaxes a bit, kind of releases some of the tension in his shoulder. Looks around. Who was it that cast that? Was that Justin
was
or
me.
Michael?
No,
It was me,
Yeah,
the
that was
little
Michael.
old
The
man
guy
with
at
the
your
shield,
feet.
and who now has something glittering from underneath his clothing, but you tried to cleave him in two.
Yeah. So, like I said, the guy
I mean,
you
I kind
knocked.
of succeeded. But
The guy you
that's it.
knocked down to the ground, and let me answer your question in chat.
Okay. I was looking at the wrong book.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, you have fulfilled your orders.
Yeah. I was kind of look at the old man. Not worth my time anymore. And he seems charming for some reason.
Right.
I'm not without reason, so I'll just he'll kind of straighten up, look at the knights, and say, "Our work's done here. I think they got the point."
Captain, are you sure about this? We can take them.
No need.
They start to put their swords away. Yes, sir. And they just stand waiting to escort you back. So unless somebody wants, I mean, Reyna, unless you want to attack, and she just stepped away. So we're going to say that unless somebody wants to push the issue, you're out of combat now.
I really don't. I can't take another hit like that without going into.
Yeah.
The Surius recognized the spell that was cast, so he's not going to take any action.
Okay. So everybody, actually, I need to run to the restroom right quick. So I'm gonna say, you guys,
10-minute break.
Yeah, we can take a break, or you guys can, talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. So I'll be right back.
I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'll be back in a minute.
I'm gonna go find something to snack on.
Same here. I need to go grab something to eat real quick.
Yeah, I haven't eaten anything all day.
Are we still recording?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, never mind then.
Surprise! Nobody's here. By myself.
I can hear you. I just was checking on my cat.
Poor little pity.
Yeah, he's not doing good. I'm starting to almost think I should have just taken him into the emergency vet.
Possible.
Yeah.
What's is he just mewling, or is he also like doing?
Oh, he's sick. I work in a bacteriology lab, so I took a sample because he had blood in his stool.
Oh.
And he's got hemolytic E. coli and Clostridium going on. So he's on antibiotics, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. And his diarrhea is not letting up. And he's just miserable.
Oh no! Oh, Carrie. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too, because I'm afraid, I'm actually afraid that the reason why he's sick is because maybe something from work came home on my clothing or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope he's
Or
going
my
to be okay.
shoes. Yeah, me too. I called and left a message with my vet to have them call me first thing in the morning so I can bring him in, because the other cat is now starting to have funny bowel movements. So, anyway.
Danielle, thank you so much for running Captain the Store for me.
Anytime.
That was so chaotic. I thought I was going to be able to manage to fight that big a little easier. I could not.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of him.
Yeah.
Danny, I want to charm you to become part of our team. That you're just too scary.
Yeah, Nestor's a dick.
I can't like guarantee I'll be here because I usually work Sundays, but I worked first shift today, so.
That's why I let her come in as a guest NPC, because she's been helping me to, balance out villains a little bit. And
Basically, she's helping him come up with ways to murder us all.
And this was her reward. This was her reward.
I'm just teasing.
Played him very well.
I'm a fan. I enjoy him.
I was really. I mean, we were talking about this, out of game. How were you guys going to handle it? Were you going to sit back and watch the execution? Were you going to get involved? I didn't really mean to give you that much planning time, but then, things sort of got chaotic in the Abbey, and I decided to drop that information a little soon. But you needed the time to get your makeup on.
Yeah.
So.
That just
I
gave me
was
more
gonna say,
time to fuck with Malik.
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
As soon as we have everybody back, because guys, I'm just going to have to say, I need you guys to start sending me messages in Roll20. If there's a way for you to send them to me as a private message, because I can't.
Whisper GM /W space GM space message.
Because I can't jump, because I'm trying to jump between windows here, and we're chatting in Discord, but I can't jump there and read a message, in a timely fashion.
It's like I'm not even looking at Discord.
I know, but Matt was trying to send me something, and I just want to make sure everybody's here before we pick up in action again. Okay. So, Matt, I did read your message. Who's here? Show of hands.
Darius
I can't
is
see
here.
you. Okay. We're gonna say this is enough people to go ahead and pick up. Nestor, you are free to leave the battlefield if you like.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to slide your icon back off of the screen but you're free to hang around because we might need you again for all I know. Okay.
I mean, he's probably going to be a little upset when he realizes he was charmed, but
Yeah, but it takes a little while to wear off, doesn't it? Oh, an hour. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So for an hour, you think that they were friends, and okay. Matt, Lucky runs up and starts trying to open up the doors as the guards are leaving. They did sort of put a bar in there.
I wouldn't open that.
I'm going to say at this point, there's no noise coming from that building.
Yeah.
So Lucky,
Are there any window? Well, I was going to ask, are there any windows or anything up above?
not in that part of it. That was just like the entry chamber. So there's only the door.
But so they only put them in like the entry part of the temple?
Yeah, it's sort of like as I was describing it, there's the doors that go in, there's like a little hallway, and then there's another set of doors that would go into the main temple. They had everyone crowded in that hallway, entry hallway, as I'm calling it.
Oh, and then they shoved him in there. Oh.
Basically,
oh my God.
they needed people in a confined space.
Yeah,
Murder
I
in the
know.
foyer. Wow.
So, Lucky, what do you want to do?
I'm just pushing as hard as I can, trying to, reach up to the bar and lift it off and push the door, and I'm banging on the door.
Okay, we're going to say that with nobody there to stop you, you can fling those doors open. And what you see inside is a massacre. Everyone is on the ground. There's blood everywhere. You can't even tell how many people because some of them are not in one piece anymore.
And we see this as well.
Everyone can see this. In fact, the monks are now coming out. They did not involve themselves in the fight, as is, one of their protocols. But you now see Brother Thorn coming up as well. I mean, they're like 30 feet away from the battlefield. They'll take them another couple of rounds, so to speak, to get to you. You
The
are all
minute they
right
get
there.
up close, the minute they get close enough, I'm gonna wheel around and scream at Brother Thorn.
Okay.
I'm pissed. I'm like, you could have helped us stop this.
We do not interfere. We told you that before. This was on
Look.
you.
Michael just looks through all the bodies. He's trying to find if there's any kids in this because dear.
I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
After seeing this, Viserys just leans over and pukes his guts out.
That seems like a reasonable reaction. To answer Michael's question, no, this was all adults. These were the workers of the temple. They just weren't the highest ranking members. But there's not a soul left alive that you can tell. You're welcome to double check if anybody wants to give you some perception or medicine.
I'm
wanna
running
say-
around.
I just want to see if Malik is
Okay.
among these bodies.
Viserys is still puking.
Yeah. Michael, all you see
I'm
is
back.
the door. All right.
Yeah, he's
Jen,
never seen anything this
Yes.
drastic.
Jen, did you hear all that?
No, I've not been here.
Okay, basically they opened up the temple once Nestor left. Everyone is dead. It was a massacre. Reyna, you find Malik's body. You can double check him. Yeah, Lucky, you don't know who he was, so you wouldn't know who Malik was. Yeah, you start looking for a pulse or a heartbeat. I imagine that you're sort of holding him up, looking for some sign of life. There is none.
Is she near us? Like, can I see this?
Everyone can go into the temple at this point.
Damn it! I told him not to go. I told him not to go by himself.
Can I run over to where she's holding him, and can I attempt?
I'm going to say that you run over there, and you'll be the one to see when his eyes open.
Oh,
I'll walk over there as well.
And you all see Malik open his eyes. He looks at you all. He sees Raina crying over him. Okay, I'm pretty sure someone made a clerical error. I'm not. Am I in heaven or hell right now?
I slap him.
That doesn't answer my question. And then he looks up and like, oh my God, I'm in hell.
He also gets 5 points of healing after the slap. So
He was conscious already.
I don't know how much time has passed, but I'm just going to go around as quick as I can and attempt to spare the dying on any of the people that are dead, in case any of them have been dead less than a minute. So I'm just trying my best.
I don't know exactly how Spare the Dying works, but these people, they're beyond hope. It would take major healing.
It's magically stabilizes pretty much. So
they were
dead.
torn into pieces.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Spare the Dying is not good enough to do that, unfortunately.
What a resurrection spell for it?
Malik is covered in blood in Raina's arms. There's still no sign of life except that he's awake. You were checking for his heartbeat. There's no heartbeat, but his eyes are open and he's looking around wide-eyed.
I jerk him up, smack him up against the wall, and shake him and say, I told you not to go do this on your own.
What? Can someone please... What happened in here? Raina, what did I do?
They gave you rage, and they shoved you in here with these people.
Oh, my God. And this is when Brother Thorn comes in, and he shoves you out of the way to yell at Malik. What did you do, you damn fool? And he looks at Malik's arm, and he just takes a look at a piece of cloth wrapped around there. We have to get him back to the Abbey, now. And the monks usher him out.